Welcome back to the Chocolate Tree, and we're in chapter 12, God's original plan. Exodus 3:14 says, God said to Moses, I am who I am. Now, of course, you don't have to believe in my idea of milk chocolate, especially what I picture as reaching up to grab a caramel or a fruit-filled milk chocolate chunk that hangs from a branch on a tree in the Garden of Eden. I know that's a stretch. But actually, is it? How many other things has this world turned around, transformed, and then said to us, you need this. This will completely change your life. This will heal you, make you younger and happier. And how many times are we pulled into the expense and then the mess it all causes when we put our hope and our faith in these products? God gave us everything we need to live this life in just one simple choice: choosing Jesus. And because it's so simple, we don't believe it can be possible. Did you know that there are many, many names of God that reflect his nature and his power? Anything that we could ever possibly need, he provides. Each name is a promise and a covenant. Each name is perfect and everlasting. Any worldly counterfeit is temporary, and its worth can never compare to God's original. Here's just a few. Jehovah Shalom means the God of peace. Anytime I lost my peace when I didn't include God, I felt like I had to fight to get it back. Oh, well, then that's not peace at all, is it? During the last week of my husband's life, God held me in this supernatural bubble of peace and strength. In my tremendous grief and in my physical limitations, I performed tasks that I could never have done in my own strength. And everything surrounding me made me feel that I was wrapped in safety, warmth, and love. Jehovah Jireh means the Lord will provide. God's way of providing is supernatural, and we can never imagine or expect his ways in our human minds. God took my fear of living without my earthly provider, and he promised me that if I continued to trust in him as my provider, that he would do it. And he provided the peace that my trust in him would get me where he wanted me, in his way and in his perfect time. Jehovah Rapha, the Lord who heals. This world for 25 years took me down so many different paths: doctors, drugs, supplements, and diets that may have worked partially and temporarily, but no one ever gave me any guarantees or promised me healing. But although not everyone experiences it in this life, I am so blessed to have the gift of a miraculous healing. First, in 2023, God used a hospital and a surgeon to remove every bit of cancer from my lung. I never had to deal with radiation or chemo, no drugs of any kind except for the pain after surgery. My cancer was completely gone, and my surgeon's exact words as he gave me a high five were, "You're what we doctors consider healed." And then one night, almost a year later, as I walked to the front of my church, expecting more healing for my body that was in constant pain, experiencing tremors and vertigo, and affected organs, nerves, and muscles from multiple sclerosis, I witnessed changes in my body that nothing could have changed in me except by a miraculous touch from God. Here's a bucket drop for you. What name of God is the most powerful and personal to your life? How has this name turned your life around? Let that bucket sit and fill up for a bit. No need to empty this one. Keep it close, and God will add to it with every need that you have.